the amount of time that actually goes into it is really surprising. Like, you can't really plan for how much time you're going to be spending on props, how much time you're going to be painting a backdrop, and how long it's going to take to choreograph the entire dance.
I think we had about 3 meetings of brainstorming.
And everything we brainstormed we didn't use.
Yeah.
We didn't use any of it. Randomly, Sam was like, oh my gosh, what about baseball? You know, like a league of our own. Like, and we were like, oh my gosh, why didn't we think of that? Like, that was just an awesome idea, and it was just awesome how like the songs we thought of bounced off of that.
Student productions and chairs start working up things and meeting for the first time and kind of getting their visions down on paper in April. Starting in the fall is when the chairs and Studio do a lot of work together, and that's kind of when the whole creative process takes place, and that's when all your submissions are. That's where you have to submit prop sketches and costume sketches and layouts of how you want your props on the go-all stage and your final music and what outside sources you're going to use and what your backdrop's going to look like and who's going to do your costumes and what they're going to look like and what fabrics you're going to use. And believe it or not, the entire creative process has to be finished by about November, and that's when we kind of finalize everything, so nothing after that date changes. The actual organization itself doesn't take responsibility or even start the same process until the day before spring semester classes start in January. So that is when the organizations can officially start working on their acts, so that way everyone has a fair playing field and groups haven't started before others. That is when the whole act actually starts getting put together and costumes get measured and ordered and, shoes come in and the backdrop gets painted and, kind of all those finalizing things start to come together.
For me, the most challenging thing has been collaborating with the outside resources and just kind of trusting people that you don't know all that well with all the information that you give them and the jobs that you give them to do. Just expecting that's going to be done well and correctly and assuming that they know all the things they need to do and kind of assuming roles over props, which I've never built, or lighting that I've never even seen like what a lighting cue means. So just doing things, being responsible for things that you have no idea what they really look like.
Yeah. They only have 2 minutes to set up for their act and 2 minutes to take down. So the moment that door is open, everything kind of has to take place. It's kind of crazy how the process just seamlessly flows because it seems like it'd be really chaotic. Prop workshop, oh my gosh, that is a whole nother that's like Narnia when you walk in there. There's literally all the props are it's like Tetris. They have a diagram and all the props are in there and they know exactly who's is whose, and the prop people, hands down, they do not get enough credit for what they do. I just have to say that. They literally will have each group's props ready to go, when they come in through the door and they have to get the other groups back in, and it's literally they play giant puzzle Tetris the entire time and they literally have it down to a science, and I luckily just get to go and see the props and make sure they're coming out, but that blows my mind. Prop crew, so much respect for them.
I would say the most enjoyable part is just witnessing what we have in our heads just on stage and people getting excited about it and understanding our vision and seeing that what we had at the very beginning just on paper is actually lived, danced, and sung. So that's pretty cool.
I mean, it's good work, it's rewarding work, but it's a lot of work that people don't realize